treetops of this world, a balance, feeling free. I'm a part of this place above.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be trying out a new foundation. As you guys know, I've been on this journey to find the perfect foundation for dry skin for kind of all occasions. So far I have found a couple that I like for special occasions, a couple of expensive ones. Most of the time I think the drugstore kind of lacks in good foundations for people such as myself that have drier skin. Now, last year, the drugstore kind of blew up and came out with several options for people with more combo, oily, normal skin. The L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte foundations were all the rage. I did obviously try them out because I wanted to see how well they worked and I loved them, and then just thinking back, I realize now that they looked a little too dry on me because I do have really dry skin. So I was having to counteract that, and I saw that my skin was looking even drier. Colors that I was in this one, I bought 107, which was too light, and then I bought 110 last year, which was too dark. Then this year, L'Oreal decided to answer my little prayers, and they came out with this L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow. And I purchased it in the color 209, thinking that'll be good in between the two. Now the Infallible Pro Matte does not say, at least on the packaging, that it has any SPF. The Pro Glow, however, does have SPF 15, so there will probably be a little bit of flashback, but we'll check it out and see if that is an issue or not. It claims to have a radiant finish for normal to dry skin, and it says it's hydrating. Also claims up to 24 hours of coverage. This says it's a medium coverage with an air-light texture, so I guess we'll see how that works. And it also does say to shake well. Now the packaging is very similar to last year's Infallible Pro Matte. These were always kind of really slim, and this one has a little bit of a more of a rounder look to it. And also this has a matte finish on the actual packaging, and this one has a gloss finish. That way you can really even tell, even if in the dark, if you were to reach into your drawer blindfolded, you'd still be able to tell which is which. So that's good. It does have a twist cap just like before, and this one is sealed, which I appreciate because then I know I'm buying a product that nobody has been playing around with. Now today I'm going to be using this foundation. I'm going to put it on with a brush. Also decided I'm not going to use my Becca Backlight Priming Filter. This time I'll probably use this foundation with primer tomorrow to kind of check out to see if I like the mixture of the two. But I want to see how the foundation itself does as far as glowing without any extra help. Today I'll just be using a more basic hydrating primer. I'll be using the Too Faced Hangover RX. Well, let's get started. So like I said, we're going to start out with the Too Faced Hangover RX primer. So let's shake well. It is a very, very runny consistency. It has a little bit of a foundation plasticky scent. It's really the only way I can describe how some foundations smell, especially drugstore foundations. They just kind of smell like this plasticky scent, maybe from the packaging. And just dab it in there. And this is the Morphe E6 brush. It is quite dark for me and a little too warm. So I will want to make sure that I drag it down the neck. Once we put on the rest of our makeup, it should kind of look fine.
Feeling free, I'm a part of this place above.
I'm definitely seeing the glow to it. Oh yeah, you can see that. It definitely feels very lightweight. I don't really feel it on my face. The true test will be how it feels when you're sweating outside. It already doesn't feel as heavy on my skin as the Becca Aqua Luminous foundation, which I love, but it's also not as dewy. I really like the finish that it's leaving on my skin, if you can see that. Now I'm gonna just finish the rest of my makeup. The time right now, by the way, since, I mean, the full face is not done, but at least the foundation is done, it's 11:07 a.m. To keep in line with the drugstore theme of this foundation, let's just use the Maybelline Master Conceal. I have it in light medium. We'll just use our trusty e.l.f. concealer brush. Let's blend that in with the same brush.
I'm feeling like love tonight. There's no stopping what I feel inside.
Now let's set that using our damp beauty blender and my RCMA No Color powder. Let's try to brush this off now. And then let's just dust a little bit of powder in the other areas concealed. I still want to keep a very dewy appearance, so I don't like to completely set everything. Unless I'm going to be out in the sweltering sun all day like I did last Saturday, then I set my all over face, but that's rare. It's like twice a year.
No, we can't go far.
There's nothing like a clean stippling brush. Am I right? Am I right? Now on to contour slash bronzering. For that I'm just using my Smashbox bronzer in Deep Matte. And let's just drag that down. I like to drag it down like in a V, kind of like your natural tan goes, because here is always lighter. So I like to drag this down to kind of blend it in. Out of all the blushes that I have, which I don't have a huge collection of blushes, but I do have like 7 blushes, but this one is by far my favorite. This is the NARS Glue, the one that is a free gift with the VIB Rouge. Just beautiful. I love it. A little goes a long way, and I always forget, and I always just like dip in and go ham, but let's see if we can. So my camera got too hot, but all I did was highlight, and now we're gonna blend. Our damp beauty blender and clean up this line with whatever is left. Seriously, this foundation has such a nice finish. I don't really even feel the need to set it with a setting spray. That'd be weird if I don't set it. I just really like the way it looks. I've decided I'm gonna set it, but I'm gonna set it with my MAC Fix Plus instead of the one I've been using, which is the Pure Miracle Mist Hydrate and Set, because this will add hydration. This one, I mean, it's not really supposed to make it dewier. I feel better about setting that. So I'm pretty much done with my makeup, and I will check in a little bit. I guess I should tell you a couple things that I forgot to tell you. The Infallible Pro Glow Foundation, originally I was trying to order it online and it was sold out everywhere during its pre-release, because as soon as I heard about it, I was so excited to try it and get this video up for you guys. But I ended up finding it yesterday at Walmart, and it was $10.97, I believe, which is not a bad price at all. I personally don't think it is as dewy of a finish as the L'Oreal Lumi Cushion, but that's not a bad thing really, because this I could see more of an everyday wear. This is when you just really want to look almost wet. So I'll check in with you guys later on in the day and see how this is holding up and how it looks. But so far, it's getting a thumbs up. I'll see you guys later. Okay, so I just wanted to check up real quick. The time is now 8:44 p.m. I have been outside running some errands and stuff, but I think I look a little bit like I'm glistening, just a little sweaty. But other than that, everything else has really stayed on and looks good. So far, I'm pretty happy with it. I don't feel like it's come off in any spots. Here's usually where bad foundations tend to come off. Like I said, I am a little glistening. I was wearing sunglasses earlier. I still have makeup on everywhere else. The rest of my face makeup I think looks just fine. So I'll probably do one more check-in a little later in the night. It's been on now for 9 hours, I believe. And so far so good. I'm really liking what it looks like. So I'll check in with you guys a little bit later. So this is not the best lighting and it's really late. The time is 1:49 a.m. so almost 2 a.m. and the foundation, honestly, I think has completely held up. Let's take a look. Other than me looking super tired, I think the foundation has definitely held up. I still see a little bit of blush and bronzer, and honestly, like, it hasn't separated in any of the usual places. I'm really excited about this foundation because normally, even expensive foundations, I have to use the Becca backlight priming filter for it to look good and look good all day and last. But this, I can't think of another foundation that looks this good without the Becca backlight priming filter. So all in all, I would have to say thumbs up, definitely. I would highly recommend trying it if you have dry skin just like me. That's it really for now. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and if you did enjoy it in any way, shape, or form, just go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys on the next video.